Hello everyone and welcome on a new series of The Beauty Next Door. Today I'm going to interview Kim RIEKENBERG, a beautiful soul that lives normally in New York but is spending her quarantine right now in Hamburg with her family and friends. Kim grew up in a small village in Germany. She got scouted by her still today agent when she was 16 in Hamburg, holding a pizza and just enjoying her life. From then on, she has been traveling the whole world. She has worked for brands like Betty Barclays, Zadig & Voltaire, Free People, and many others. She has been on magazines like L'amour, Elle, the Love magazines. And now the most recent job, which I think is so well deserved, was for Sports Illustrated. The picture were supposed to come out now, but due to coronavirus, things get delayed. And she has also worked with some of the biggest photographers out there, like Mario Testino, Peter Lindbergh, and Patrick Demarchelier. I'm very excited to show you our interview and to show you how beautiful she is inside out. Enjoy the interview. Hello, Kim, and welcome on The Beauty Next Door. I'm so excited to have you here with me today.
Hi, I'm very excited.
How are you? How are things?
Good, I'm pretty good. There's a lot going on in Germany. Life is getting back and we're very productive. We're gonna move in a few days too, so I have to pack everything and yeah.
Yeah, so very exciting. What I usually like to do at the very beginning of the interview, I like to ask you some fire questions as a little icebreaker. You ready for it?
Ready.
Cool. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Honest, loyal, and emotional.
Sweet or salty?
Both. I always like to eat salty first and then something sweet.
Yoga or high intensity?
And yoga.
Plane or train?
It depends where to go. Like in Germany, I like to use the train because it's fast. Otherwise, with our job, I like to take the plane.
Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers for sure.
What's worse, doing dishes or laundry?
Dishes. Oh, I don't like it. We have a dishwasher, so I'm very blessed. But yeah.
Texting or calling?
I think texting is the short way, but if I need like a deep talk, of course I'm gonna call.
Hotels or Airbnb?
Hotel.
Pizza or pasta?
Pizza for sure. That's always my cheat meal as well.
Save or spend?
I think save. That's the German in me. Sometimes I have like a day where I say, okay, let's go shopping and no matter what, but that's very rare.
Online shopping or normal shopping?
Normal shopping. I need to feel the texture and the materials and everything, and we know the best, like online shopping, what's happening behind the camera. So it's always good to see.
Beer or wine?
And wine.
Okay, and last one thing you can't live without.
My boyfriend and my family, like my close ones. I think material things are good, but not so important. So I think it's more the emotional things that we can't leave.
Nice. So we just pushed it through.
Finished our fireballs.
So we just had to do a little location swap. I mean, right now it's so difficult with this whole quarantine situation and trying to do things virtually. But tell me, where are you now? Are you at home or are you where are you in this world?
I am in Hamburg in Germany. That's where my base is. But I just moved to New York. I had to leave it, unfortunately. So I'm back in Hamburg. And for our Corona project, sorry for the things behind me, we are moving to another flat. So yeah.
How was it going for the last 2 months? Do you have any highlights from your quarantine? Maybe some amazing moments or some bad moments?
Well, the bad moment is that I actually had Corona. I had it and I had to do the quarantine. By the end of the days, you're very tired of just sticking to your bed. Of course, it's really important to heal your body and to really rest and get healthy again. Yeah, and I had to stay extra days at home to just protect my loved ones and other people out there. So that was really tiring at the end, but yeah, it's better for us all.
Wow, so you had corona. Actually, I think you're the first person I know like this now.
I think everyone is afraid to say that.
But it's actually, I mean, well, this is a whole other topic, what we think about corona. I could go on and on and on, but no, it's amazing to see that you're actually healthy and happy now and that you passed it through and, things are good again.
Yeah, I'm actually happy that it happened to me. So I know that like when I go to work, I'm the immunity. So I don't have to worry to infect others. Of course, I wash my hands a lot and stay away, do all the things that we have to do. But yeah, that's a good feeling.
What do you think? How is work going to change? And do you see some differences work-wise in your life right now?
Yeah, I think there's a whole change in our industry as well, to be honest. This package is from three people from the US. I had to do a home shooting yesterday. For us models, it's a new chance because we have to improve our skills. I had to do hair and makeup by myself, which I always get in the beginning of our jobs, right? So I don't have to do it by myself. And I had to learn stuff. I didn't even know how to do beach waves by myself. And I think also like, sustainable and everything is popping up more. Boyfriend, because he's living with me, he's spending the quarantine with me. Hair, makeup, I have to do the styling by myself. I have to steam it. Everything hanging around this room. Yeah, you have to do the job of at least 4 till 6 people.
In the end, it's like very natural, the things I guess that they want. They don't want like smoky eyes now or whatever.
Not at all. They want the imperfection, which I really like that it's like sticking through now. They don't even want perfect. It's nice that they show the imperfection of our industry now.
Do you think this is a trend coming up now that people are more imperfect and that things are changing and we are showing us more vulnerable as well on social media?
Yeah, I think it's still like a tiny gap, but I hope it's becoming more and more because Instagram and all the other apps and social media stuff, they have all the filters and I catch myself doing it sometimes. I guess you do too, but like I really try to go back to the natural because I think it's important to show who you are and that you're not perfect. I don't want anybody to feel bad when they look at my pictures because I know what I have been through to get this result. It's a lot of hair makeup. It's like Photoshop. It's the perfect angle. It's the perfect light. So of course, even like today, I feel like very tired. It happens. And then you don't look like a glowy beach girl, like in your bikini and skinny and stuff like that. So it happens. We are all not perfect.
I love that. It's so, so true. When you said that you felt like this, seeing other people on Instagram, what would you tell yourself when you see perfect pictures? Like, what was going on in your head?
I think it's a natural thing when you catch yourself, like looking at the picture and you say, oh my God, she's so beautiful. She has this and this. The only thing is, please don't compare yourself to this because we're all different and we all use different ways to show ourselves on social media.
And in the end, it's always like the perfect moment that we actually share on social media.
I guess we all have 1,000 photos of this situation that you're posting. Of course, we're going to choose the one that we like the most.
Yeah. What would help you in a moment when you don't feel confident and you feel like today I don't look good or I'm not good enough? When you're like in this insecurity, maybe before going to a job or before having a casting, what would help you?
Stepping back a little, you have to take yourself out of the situation, out of the bad thought. The best for me is to close my phone, put it to the side, and then focus on something nice. During quarantine, I did a lot of knitting. You just have to do something creative, like read a book or whatever, just to cut the bad thoughts and then you move on.
That's a good one. I believe the more you get into this thinking of negativity, the more you're in this like tunnel.
It drains you down so much, so you really have to stop yourself. It's all in our head.
So true. Tell me, what was your best experience at a shooting?
It was just recent. My highlight of my career was that I was shooting for Sports Illustrated. And to be honest, the whole experience, it was just so perfect. I can't even describe it. Even like the casting, it was so nice. I sat down with MJ and talked with her for 20 minutes. Had a really deep talk with her, which is not really usual for casting. Usually it's like in and out by. And this time we really sat down, we talked about life, which I felt really inspired from. Then they booked me just like 5 days afterwards. Then I only had 10 days to prepare myself, but it doesn't matter. They accept women how they are. They love the imperfection about women. Like, I didn't even have to wear a bikini for the casting. They really look out for personalities, and I really appreciate the whole experience with them. They feel like a family. They're really nice. They're all like very warm hearts.
That's so nice, and congratulations for that. I saw that and I was like, wow, she really deserves to get this amazing job. And the picture is amazing. I mean, like, I saw it on Instagram.
You saw sneak peeks. Like, the whole launch isn't done yet because we had to reschedule it due to Corona, but it's coming out this year, and I can't wait to see the pictures by myself and show them to you.
So nice. And tell me, because you know every good side has also a bad side. So do you remember any like bad moments that you had at a job?
I mean, I think I was really lucky because I don't have the worst experience. I'm always a little afraid traveling by myself. I don't know why. It will never pass, I guess. But one morning it was knocking on my hotel room door, and then someone from the team were drunk in front of my door, and he wanted to come inside. But you know, my first reflex was I get up, because usually we have so early call times or driver is coming very early. So my first reaction is, Kim, get up, and then open the door, which is so stupid. But then he was there and he wanted to get up. I was able to push him back. Since then I'm always a little
Okay, well, glad that nothing bad happened. We get a little tough throughout our career. Also, I'm sure you had experienced a lot of other things like travel issues or...
I always have rescheduling, and we were very spontaneous job calls. You learn a lot out of our industry, of our job. It helped me a lot to grow, especially in the beginning, because I was a very shy girl from the countryside. Now I'm living in New York, and of course it's more tough. It just gives you more self-trust.
You were speaking about boyfriend. How can you travel the world, live in New York, and have a boyfriend in Germany? Tell me the secret about this.
Secret is that he's doing the same. He understands my job. He understands everything I tell him, and he's actually also flexible with traveling. I'm a little bit more international than he is. He has his client here in Germany. He was trying to get his visa to move to New York with me now. Everything is stopped, so fingers crossed that it's still happening a little later. Yeah, that's my secret.
Good. It's all about communication and understanding in a relationship anyways. So.
And this is the most important. In the beginning, when I moved to New York, we had a long distance relationship, and we just Skyped a lot of times. We just wanted to be there even if we're not there, you know. Communication is key, and trust.
Yeah, so true. You know that in our industry, we always have to have a certain size, and we compare ourselves constantly with each other. Have you ever experienced any issues from that? Like, let's say maybe an eating disorder or mental health issue. Do you think if you wouldn't have done this job, things would have looked differently in terms of health?
I think we're always very critical with ourselves, and because of our industry, it gets even more critical. We always look at our picture perfect pictures, you know. We also look at these results, and then of course, like, I catch myself that I want to look like this or that picture again, being fitter, or, you know, having a more glowy skin or whatever. I think it's a long process to understand that you have to accept yourself who and as you are. We get so much criticism from outside, especially when we're young and when we start our job. The agent and the client, they want to tell you who you have to be, and then it's your job to understand who you are and who you want to be, and not what the others think. And I think you're more authentic and perfect when you are the way you want to be. You have to gain so much trust to really get to that point where you accept it and where you really love yourself for what you are, when you don't care what they say, and when you understand that it's just a job and an opinion from someone and not the must be.
Mm-hmm. Beautifully said, really. Do you think there was a certain moment where it just clicked in you?
Yeah, I think it was just a few years ago because I think as we're growing older and we're getting to the woman we want to be and accepting our body, how it turns out, you get more confident out of your experience and the years you have worked in that industry, and it just comes by itself. But it's important to be not too hard to yourself. Even also hard for me, as I told you, I was shy, and then all the options from outside. I get that it's really hard for young girls to get to that point.
Have you experienced any comments when you were younger, when you just started with modeling, of bookers or agents or clients telling you that you need to look a different way?
In the beginning, I had it a lot, to be honest, because I had a little baby face. I was a little chubby, but not really, because I was always very skinny. If from the outside are coming so many comments against your body, like you have to get fitter, you have to work out at a very young age, it's very dangerous, I think. And they don't think about the age because they just think about the result, the picture, the clients, whatever. It's very important to have a good crowd behind your back, either your family, friends, or a good management that is taking care of you and your level that you are in, your age, and your mental health.
Mhm. Can you tell us, do you have anything on your body that you wanted to change back then, that you were really insecure about? And that maybe it has changed by now and you're like, no, actually, you know what? I actually love it now, or I started to accept it.
Yeah, it's actually that I don't really get abs on my stomach, which I think is always nice to see, like the little lines. It's just my way of beauty. I just like it. But no matter what I'm doing, I really have like long and skinny mothers, I think, or I do the wrong workout stuff. I think you can help me with that for sure. But that was always something I wanted to change. But by now, just having a flat tummy, I'm pretty fine. And I think it's pretty and beautiful. And I like it like that. I don't even want to change. And I don't want to force my body in a direction that it doesn't want to go. That was really important for me to just accept it how it is.
And that's really important because in the end, it's also quite genetic. And yeah,
Right.
if I would lose weight, I lose weight in my upper body and not my lower body. And like you said, it's so beautiful to see that you kind of say, I don't want to force my body to go in a direction it doesn't want. It's so powerful.
I think my body is very sensitive to what I'm doing to it. So I really have to take care not to push it too much. I think working out sometimes is also a mental stretch. But on the other hand, I also have to accept when my body really says, okay, Kim, it's enough, because otherwise I'm knocked out or I'm injured or whatever. So I really have to keep the balance about mental and body.
So true. And what is your biggest fear in life?
My biggest fear, I think I'm craving security, which is a little bit ironic. Our job is not secure at all. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. But I think that's why I'm craving security so much. And I think it's also a German thing. Yeah, that sometimes it freaks me out. But on the other hand, I really enjoy this path that I don't know where it's going to lead me.
If you speak about security and our job is, like you said, not secure at all. Do you have any plans for your future already? Do you know which kind of direction you want to go to? Or are you like, I'm just taking it the way it comes?
That's the questions we always have to answer, but I don't have any answer. I just know that someday I want to be a mom as well. And by now, I just gonna use my time and my knowledge to maybe have a side project, or, I keep my eyes and ears open for new chances. I believe in destiny and the universe, so I think it will solve my way.
I was speaking actually about this in a earlier YouTube videos because we always get the same question, and
Yeah.
we kind of learn to live with it and to live with this anxiety that's coming with this question.
But I mean, everyone who is self-employed, we all have to face difficulties and all the insecurities. And it's crazy that it's just our job that it's not really accepted by the people. people, you know? I think it's crazy because it's so much more than just being pretty or creating the beauty of life, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's sad. I think I like that's something I really felt in New York because it's more international. It's more about fashion. I think Europe still doesn't get that modeling is actually a very tough job as well, and it's not that easy that everyone thinks. Because there, I don't get that question ever. It's just in Europe where everyone is asking, "What are you doing on the side? Do you have plans for later? Till when can you model?" And you're like, okay, the industry is changing too, so let's see what's happening in 10 years. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's like it's just a cultural thing as well, you know, that we are craving security in some kind of way. And especially coming from a small village too. And it's like you're such a black sheep when you go another direction.
Go outside the box, right?
Yeah, so true. So I'm actually sad because we're coming slowly to an end, but I really want to ask you one more question. I want to know, what is your beauty tip? Do you have a secret, certain product, something that you use or you do?
Well, I do have breakouts too with all our hormones that are like balancing back and forth, and you know, my skin is not always perfect at all, but I experienced that drinking water, like I really forced myself to drink a lot of pure water, helps your body the most, because that is like flushing out all the dirt, all the toxics. I think you have to be healthy and happy from the inside so you can glow to the outside.
Amen to this.
Amen.
So true. So I'm gonna go grab water right now afterwards.
Right.
I haven't really drank yet, and it's a good reminder. Kim, thank you so much for being here with me today. You're an amazing human, and I was so excited to speak to you. I hope that all of this is soon over, and I hope that we can take a coffee sometimes somewhere in the world and just continue our beautiful talk. And until then, I see you virtually on Instagram. I wish you a lot of luck and success and love and joy and everything in life. I hope to see you soon.
And thank you so much for all your hard work. I know, like, having all these questions, recording everything, I'm very excited to see the results, and I was really happy to finally see you again, because it's been a long time since we saw each other in person, and I hope, fingers crossed, that we can hug each other soon.
Yes. Lots of kisses to Hamburg, and I see you soon.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.